Hello everyone, Scottish Lad here and welcome back to Scottish Lad Darts channel. Today's review I'm going to be reviewing a set of the Winmau Steve Beaton Special Editions. Now, a torpedo shaped dart, a lot of people do like a torpedo shape just because that front weighted stuff, like the way it lands on the board. And definitely I'd say really suits rear grippers down to the ground. Like most Steve Beaton darts, this one will suit most people because the grip is throughout, as you'll see in the close-up section. 90% tungsten. Also available in 22 and 24 gram. I've got mine in 24. For soft tip, for those of you who play soft tip, you can get them in 18 gram and 20 gram. Now the dimensions of the 24 gram are, the length is 43.2, which is obviously about right for a torpedo shaped dart. And at the widest point, which is obviously the front gold section, because it is basically a straight bar at the front until it tapers down at the rear for the torpedo part of the dart, is 7.35 millimeters. So by all accounts, it's quite a decent dart, 90% tungsten, dual coated with that PVD gold coating at the front and then the black at the rear. Comes supplied with the vector stems and the Winmau Delta flights. But without further ado, we'll get a close-up of these darts and we'll crack on with the review. Right, close-up look to the Winmau Steve Beaton Special Edition. These were released, I believe it was last year, in the 2022 launch. But as you can, I said in the intro, lovely gold PVD coating with the black at the rear as well. Now the rear grip is definitely more aggressive than the front. Front grippers, you do have a level of grip obviously because it's just a standard. It looks like a razor grip, but it's not a razor grip. It's very similar to the old Scott weights that you used to be able to buy in Argos. It's a round grip, but it's like a beveled cut in the middle of each ring, as you can kind of tell a wee bit there. So front grippers, you've got a comfortable level 2.5 grip on a scale of 1 to 5. Obviously the standard points were silver. I've added some free flows I had in my points box to the dart just because it completes the overall look of the dart in my opinion. Wee spacer in the middle of the barrel with the Winmau logo, as you can tell there, which takes us onto the C-axis control cut at the rear. It's just like a ring grip, lateral cuts all the way through. Quite a bit of distance away from each cut as well, so the grip at the rear is definite. A level 3.5 on a scale of 1 to 5. Overall, depending on where you grip, there was the 3 at the front, 2.5 to 3, and then at the rear, 3 to 3.5. For me, I'd say 3.5, just because your fingers do catch in those lateral cuts. Comes supplied with the Winmau Vector stems in medium length. So it is a touch longer than the usual vector stems we get from the darts. And a nice close-up look to the Delta Winmau flight, as you can see there. It's a nice looking flight, obviously nice kind of triangular design on them. But there's your close-up of the Winmau Stevie B, one of the smoothest throwers in the game. But there you go, nice close-up look. I'll give you the dimensions in the intro and they're on the screen as you can see the close-up. But let's get them over to the board and we'll see how I got on with them. Here we go then folks, a wee chuck of the Steve Beaton SEs. Very front weighted dart, as you can imagine, with that bulbous front end as it is a torpedo shape. The grip at the rear is fantastic. C-axis grip, definite level 3 in a scale of 1 to 5. And at the front, obviously I've done a couple of visits with the front like you'll see here. The front grip is definite level 2.5. Really nice in the fingers, though. It feels fabulous in the fingers. It's not an aggressive grip, so to speak, but it's not a smooth grip either. So there is a level of grip there, hence why the 2.5 grip level. But that front weightedness, obviously, when it arcs in the air, it does dip slightly before the board, hence why the front weighted. And they do stick in a slight 45-degree angle. Again, what you expect with a front weighted dart. Now, these are 24 gram, also available in 22 gram steel tip, available from Premier Darts, Darts GB, kind of most of the big retailers with exception to Darts Corner. But let me know what you think of the Steve Beaton Special Editions in the comment section if you have them. Personally, I really like them. Not as much as the blue and gold version, because the blue version did have slightly more grip at the rear in my opinion. But as I say, let me know what you think of these in the comment section. Personally, only thing I think I have to change is the vector stems and the flight setup. Personally, I like vector stems and I like the flight setup that comes with, but they just need something a wee bit different, a bit more vibrant so you can see them a bit better on the board in my opinion. But I'll let you finish watching the throwing section and I'll see you when we get wrapped up. There we go, everybody, that was my review of the Winmau Steve Beaton Special Edition. Really nice dart, especially for us rear grippers, because it's got that taper, so it gives us that extra bit of kind of purchase on them, I'd like to say. It's the same as a scallop for me, especially that rear grip. You've always got that same place to consistently grip. 24 gram these ones, as you know, that's usually kind of round about my weight anyway. The 22 gram would have been a touch too light. But honestly, these are a smashing dart. Obviously, the balance is slightly front weighted, as you can imagine, being a torpedo shape. I added free flow points, as you've seen in the close-up section and the intro, just simply because the silver points it came with, as much as they do stick in the Blade 6 triple core, I prefer a black point. I don't know what it is, it's just a superstition. I've not ever been a fan of silver points. But let me know what you think of these darts in the comment section. Personally, truly stunning dart in my opinion. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Obviously, while you're there, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Stay safe out there, everybody. And of course, keep on darting.